Yeah, whatever. Come on. I have no idea what happened. Like, did the intro even play? Or did you guys just hear me like swearing my fucking ass off back here? What was that? I don't even know what happened. Like, did the intro even play? Or did you guys just hear me like swearing my fucking ass off back here? Oh my god. I fucking hate my computer. I swear to God. Fucking hate it. It's been a nice break from it. I don't even know what happened. Like, did the. Shut up. I thought I muted myself. Guess not. Hi, everyone. Hi. I'm still sick, so I sound like shit. But I feel a little bit better tonight. Oh my god. What's going on my screen here? I don't know what the fuck's going on. I reset my computer right before I started. It should not be fucking doing this right now. It should be moving just fine. But now it seems like it's picking up a little. All right. Get over here. Please, yes, take longer. Take longer. Fucking cunt. All right. Hi. How is everyone? What do we got here? Hey, Rarely Care. Hey, Megan. Hey, Lily. Hey, Patty. Hey, Claire. Hey, Grandma Lori. Hey, Reagan. Hey, Negative. What's up? Hey, Cool Gamer. Kira. Annette. Erica. 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 Every time I hear the name Erica now, that's what I think of. It's funny. Is you're yelling at Erica. Come on, Erica. Go live with me, Erica. Come on. Kian, what's up? Autistic Jill. Hi, Steffi. Hey, Sally. Sunny D, Little Mousy Girl. Kimberly Roddy Mom, what's up? I haven't seen you around in a little bit. How's everything going? I hope good. I hope well. Hey, Brianna. Mrs. Cassandra. You know it's a party when Mrs. Cassandra's there. Hey, Sue Elliott. Awesome. Yeah, it sucks. It does suck. This is not allergies though. Although allergies suck pretty fucking bad. Um, this actually, like I had COVID before, and like this was harder than COVID. I thought a spell there. I thought I was coming down with whooping cough. I had that once before. That sucked. Um, but I'm not. So evidently, it's just a pretty bad cold. Oh, and an ear infection, but that's clearing up. And I get my other ear cleaned out. So I love it when my ears get cleaned out because then I can hear for like weeks. It's wonderful. It's so nice. Yeah, I sound a lot more rough than I feel. Seriously, like I was feeling really rough there, but earlier today was like the hardest part, and then I took Tylenol and Motrin, and then just I snapped out of it. I don't know, even though I've been taking it like every day since, but whatever. Hey Jujubee, hey Kim. My nose is still runny though. I don't like that. Um. Oh, someone said I was faking it. Oh, those poor Sams. I'm just like always making people look stupid, aren't I? I don't mean to. Not always, anyways. Sometimes. Yes, I did catch this from Steve. I don't know how, because he's in California. But somehow, some way, this is Steve's phone. Just saying. Thanks, Steve. Oh, yes. Jujubee, I did catch like a few minutes of your live. It was like in the middle of the night, right? Or you were on live a little bit for in the middle of the night. I was like, about to type, but then you started saying, well, look, I think I'm going to wrap this up. And I'm like, all right. I won't say anything. I just tuned in though, because I couldn't sleep. And I was like, fuck it. I'm done trying. So I got up and made something to eat and put on YouTube, and they were. So I didn't even hear much of what it was about. Sorry. But I was there for a minute. Oh, God. Oh, we're all live at the same time? Well, sorry. I've been sick, though. So I haven't been, like going over anyone's live hours for like 5 days. So I'm not going to feel too badly about this right now. But I don't plan on being live for long. Because I still don't feel super great. And I do have to work in the morning. So I want to do what I can to make sure I get there at least for 1 or 2 days this week. So, oh no, 7 p.m. today. They were all at the same time. Okay. All right, cool. Thanks for a click, though. It was just Mel C teaching me how to screen share. Oh, dude, if you have any questions, I think I can help you at this stage because I still remember what it's like to speak in a language normal and not computerese. But once you get moderately decent, you're going to want to see negative. And now I'm being made fun of in the other room. Fucking dick. But anyways, 1 second. Okay. I tried to clear my throat, but apparently I can't very well. I know. This is actually the worst I've sounded, so I don't know. It's weird. It seems like the better I feel, the worse I sound. But I think people just want me to shut up. I'm kidding. Yes, I have, Kian. Yes, they've been up to date all week long. I'm fine. Like, I tested negative for everything. Negative for flu, for strep, for COVID, for RSV. Apparently, that's going around, so I was tested for that too. Tested negative. So, I mean, it's just a bad cold. I don't know. But either way, I feel like I'm on the mend from it now, and I've had it literally since Tuesday evening. I feel like that's when I just collapsed. I was like, that's it, I'm done. But this did give me a few days of laying around searching shit on the internet. And I came across something kind of interesting. So, yeah, positive for being a badass. Not really, but so there's like this small little, well, not really small, but this little bit of a database of screenshots or whatever I still have access to. So I was searching. I don't know why. I think it was just all this talk of sock accounts recently. I went searching there just so I could see there was shared whatever, her talking about sock accounts. Well, I inadvertently came across a post from, which I'm not going to really share it. I'm going to share some of it, but not all of it. Why is it coming up? Okay, just give me a second to get to it. I forgot I had to scroll down to it a little bit. So I came across a bunch of screenshots from, I think it's from December 2020, where Katie evidently kind of was feeling very charitable this year. She she worked with a couple other Twitter people, content creators, whatever, and they did this whole thing like of share your Amazon wish list, and she she donated to to someone, or at least one person that I know of, anyways, that shared their Amazon wish list. But something about this account though kind of stood out to me, and then I got thinking, what are the chances that it can spend less than this with us, with her viewers over donations and such, and she's putting on this big huge show over Letitia. So I did some digging. Now, just get to, if I do this, I bet sucks. And there we go. Yes, because I didn't type in socks, I typed in sock. It wasn't the first month, but now I have it. So it's how can I do this? I'm gonna have to save it. Sorry, I would have had all this done, but I had to restart my computer, and then the shit didn't want to play still or work, and now it's finally kind of moving along a little bit, sort of. I don't know. So anyways, one of the content creators, or one of the Twitter accounts was Yasher Ali. I'm probably killing that pronunciation, and it was from December 2020. It's like a week before Christmas. And Yasher had put a tweet up that said, save. There, I'll show these. I can show you. Let me just save these quick, and then I'll put them up in screen share. So yeah, all right, yeah. So we'll just do those three for now. Just a second. All right, now my voice is kind of getting a little stronger. Little. Come on. Fucking hate this. Really fucking hate this. What? Where are the... How about we do this from Take Rated? There we go. Today. Why won't it show me all three? Fuck you. Two and last one. All right. So this is the tweet from Asher that I'm talking about, and what Katie had shared. So as you can see, it says, I'm on this. If you have a wish list, follow these instructions. I do what I can. And Asher Ali had tweeted, okay, doing another round of these. This time, my honey bun and Leah Remini is joining me. Please read the instructions carefully and be sure to pay close attention to the address part. Big thank you to so-and-so for joining me over the weekend. Okay, and these are the instructions. I think that's all of them. Not sure. I think there might be one or two more added to this, but it's just like, make sure that the items on the list are for kids, like don't be sending us shit for you, but it says, I know so many people are in need of the basics right now, money for food, rent, utilities, and I've helped with that, and I will continue to help. But I also know that it's so painful for some parents to not be able to give something to their kids for Christmas this year. So if you reply to this tweet with a link to an Amazon wish list, I will buy what I can. 1, only stuff for kids. 2, make sure your address is properly registered with your wish list. I can't spend time asking for addresses. Please make sure you only have stuff that is deliverable by Christmas. So that's pretty much it. So Katie had settled on an account, someone who was a follower of hers, and she donated to them. Now, here's the thing about this account. Because I followed this account back to when it opened, and it was only like 3 months old at this time. Well, no, August to September to October to November to December. So it was about 4 months old at this time. So it's a 4-month-old account, and the very first tweet they had up was, Katie Joy brought me over, so I thought I'd give this Twitter thing a try or some shit like that. Okay, so, all right. So, and this is the account that Katie Joy donates to. Okay, all right, whatever, you know. I'm sure that there's no rhyme or reason, nor shit doesn't have. She can go wherever she wants to donate to. Okay. Now, I am going to show the account. Well, most of it. I'm not going to show everything because I don't want to. Here's the thing. I don't think that the Twitter account and the person, the name, and the picture behind this account are the same people. I think that whoever's doing this account is not the person in the picture who is the actual person. So I do not want anyone to find them and give them shit, because I don't know who's in this, but I do not think it is the person that they're claiming to be. And I'm going to explain all this too. But first, I went to, where is Cognito? There it is. Okay. So, where am I at? Why does it do that? I scroll all the way back to the beginning, and it just breaks my balls. And it comes back up to the top. Okay, so let me see, what is it exactly the first tweet says? Time to try out this Twitter thing was tweet 1, and then tweet 2. Y'all, this isn't as easy as I assumed. Thanks to Katie from Without a Crystal Ball for having us come to Twitter, but I'm so lost. Those were first 2 tweets, like seemingly back to back. Okay. So ever since then, almost everything that this account has done on Twitter has been about Katie, or it's been about trying to convince bigger accounts to donate to their PayPal, their Cash App, buy shit off their wish list, which, funnily enough, I pulled up the wish list that they advertised here. They were supposed to have kids' items on it. It has some kids' items, sure, but it has a shitload of adult items on it, too. But okay, sure enough. I mean, you can combine them, I guess. I don't know. They just kind of, I don't know, it seemed weird. But it also started the wish list. Like right before Katie announced that she was joining this thing. They've been on Twitter since August. They made no mention of any shit like this before until then. And it's been like stop since then. Now, I get there are people who have one series of tragedy after another that happen. I mean, yeah, that happens. The whole reason why they needed this wish list fulfilled, because then this person's niece and nephew were placed with them. Well, no, were placed with the mom, the grandmother, the person's mother, on emergency orders, and they had nothing, and they had no money for them or anything. They needed a wish list. Absolutely, I fully support that. And then let's see. Then it wasn't too long after that. Let me get to the end of December here. After sharing their wish list about 24 times, their PayPal, their Cash App, with Mr. Humanity quite a bit too. They retweeted, and their tweets were all very like copy and pasted too. Like they all said the same things. I don't know, like the same exact thing. Which, I mean, yeah, I do that. I've done that before. It's just, it just makes type shit out easier. It does. Where are we? Okay, we're at the end of December now. So, oh, and they also showed screenshots of the things that without a crystal ball purchased for them allegedly. And I don't know. I can't look and see what was purchased off the wish list but there's still like a shitload of items still on it. So I'm not sure anything were purchased or could have been purchased. I don't know. But I don't know. Let's see. Oh wow, I didn't even see this. The Nisa's shoes have holes in them. Oh, that's terrible. Huh. Um they didn't do a GoFundMe because they didn't know how fast that worked, and they needed the money as soon as possible. Oh, okay. Here they're in January. They need school supplies. I mean, there's just like one thing after another. Like the uncle ended up with terminal cancer. Let's see here. I'm not doing the top here or whatever. Yeah, there's a terminal cancer. Then she was in the hospital. Then the mother was in the hospital, I think, with cancer. Like this is all like within a year too. I mean, it's horrible. I imagine going through all that shit in such a short period of time. You know, I lost my parents 10 years apart. I mean, that was hard enough. So, I mean, I do. I feel for them, especially knowing all the shit that they've gone through. But here's the thing, though. When they share their PayPal, so I click on the PayPal and I get a name. I get the same name that's with the Cash App. So, and the PayPal has a picture, a profile picture on it. So I look on Facebook for this name and that profile picture, and I find it. I find a Facebook profile, like, and it's not even closed or anything. Like, it's wide open and it's current, like as of like a week ago. So I'm comparing the dates with this Facebook profile and the shit that they posted here on Twitter, but nothing said at all on Facebook. I mean, in fact, it's like two totally different people between Twitter and Facebook. The person on Facebook seems very together, is taking care of their own kids just fine, is very happy in a marriage. It says nothing about a sister other than the fact that she lost her sister at a very young age, which to a horrible disease from what it sounds like. And she actually does fundraisers for this disease. But the person on Twitter has all these tragedies and needs money to help take care of their niece and nephew and everything that the family's going through. But none of this is mentioned on Facebook. So it got me thinking, now the Twitter account has only been around since like 4 months before Katie donated, to the wish list here. They were brought here by Katie. So, and the wish list didn't come about until just before Katie announced that she was in this wish list thing with these other creators or profile holders, whatever. But since then, it's been like nonstop of sharing my Cash App and, posting, hoping to get one of these. This one profiles, I guess they give out like $100 or something, like 5 times a day. And they're right up there posting shit for that, I don't know though, but now though, like the Twitter account has a different name than the Cash App and the PayPal. So then I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, well, surely Katie did her research into this account, right? I mean, look at how fucking far and deep she's looked into Letitia. Surely before Katie spent all this money, because all the number of things that they're claiming that Katie bought, it's a lot of things. It's a few $100s easily. So surely before Katie gave a few $100s of her money to this wish list, she at least did like a fraction of the research I've just done, right? I don't know. Because she's still like right there talking with this account like constantly. Well, they were up until I think January of this year, because ever since then this account just went dead. So I don't know really, but right up until then, yeah, they were both chatting away right back and forth with one another. This account was right there, cheerleading for her and everything. It's just, I don't know. Is it me? Or does this just sound like it's pretty odd? Now, here, I'm going to go ahead and show the account now, okay? I'm going to show the screenshot I have where Katie agrees to pay this and everything. Let me... Where's the first one? No, okay, that's it. Okay, so here's the tweet where Katie, says, "All right, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna do this for you." And she's like, "Oh my God, this is wonderful, so amazing." So they're saying, "I'm bawling, girl. You have no idea what that meant to me. My mom is crying too and said, thank you. You have no clue what this means to us. I'm happy to help. I hope it brings them close some cheer after a really hard year." Now, I just find it odd that on this person's Facebook page, with the same profile picture as the PayPal picture, the same person, not the same picture, same person and same child as PayPal and Facebook. I just find it strange that on Facebook, they make no mention of any of the family's hardships like this. But it's all over Twitter. Like, the same exact tweet is all over their Twitter. I just don't understand. Like, why would you talk about something nonstop on one platform, but make no mention of it on another? I mean, does that make sense to anyone? I mean, I can't imagine that Katie Joy did not do her research before she doled out all that money. I mean, because I would have questions. If it were me and my money, I would just want to at least ask these questions and get answers. I would feel like an asshole maybe, yeah, but I would want to make sure that my one like nice deed I was doing that Christmas wasn't going someplace maybe it shouldn't, or I wouldn't want it to, because once you donate, that's it. And you have to just live with your donation. Well, most people do anyway. So I would. So yeah, I would ask any questions I had beforehand. I mean, with all the questions she had over the GoFundMe for Letitia, any of the other donations on the other apps for Letitia, all the digging she did on Letitia, on Letitia's ex, and anyone else in that family, on all the digging she's doing on the admins for these Facebook groups. She didn't have a single question or concern or anything over this. And if not, why is that? I mean, that just doesn't sound, it sounds out of character, right? So yeah, that's what I did the past few days. What's everyone else done with their week? What's going on here in chat? Have you searched any KJ's chats to see if that name shows up in them? No. I do have a few screenshots of her chats from that I there's quite a bit more, but I only looked at a few of them so far, and they were from right around the time she was served by Toddy, which was around October, November 2020. And I am seeing some pretty interesting names in them, but they may just be of interest to me. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't seen that name. I don't know if they have a YouTube name. I haven't found a YouTube account under their Facebook name or whatever they're using here on Twitter. I found several emails, but searching the emails is what ultimately led me to PayPal, or not the PayPal, the Facebook account, which is where I found the picture, same person and everything. So that's how I confirmed that. But I don't know. It's just the age, the town is the same between PayPal and Facebook. The picture that's on PayPal and Facebook, or the person that's in the picture on those two sites, is not the person on Twitter in the picture. I don't know. It just seems very weird. And the person on Facebook seems like a really just good, upstanding woman, like a fantastic mother, very responsible, and possibly even like a vet. So I don't understand how that's the same person on Twitter. So I reached out to the person on Facebook, though, and I just asked them if they can confirm whether or not that's their Twitter account. And I've yet to hear back. I don't think it's going to be the same account, because that would just be, I don't understand how that would work. Like, and if it were, like, why? I don't know. I'm waiting for my sexy singing voice, like from Friends. I'm waiting for that voice to kick in. I'm not quite there yet. So yeah, I don't know what to make of this. I mean, could it be that Katie was scammed? I mean, yeah, I guess that's a possibility. In which case she may want to do something about that, I think, right? Especially since she's remained friends with this person right up until January of this year, when the Twitter account went dead anyway. Or like the Twitter account said, they were brought there by Katie. Maybe Katie knew the person. And when they showed pictures too of the things that Katie bought off the wish list, they didn't show that the things were purchased. They just showed pictures of items on their wish list. That's what it showed in the pictures. Like, that's it. It didn't say, "Oh, look at this list of things purchased." It just said a list of things on the wish list, and they're claiming that these things Katie has since bought. But I mean, like, the one screenshot had like a list of like 4 things right in a row, but none of them said bought. They all just said on the list. But they're claiming that Katie bought them. So I don't know. But when I looked at the wish list, I couldn't find the items on there anymore. But you can't see items that were bought or that were removed. You can only see items that are still waiting to be purchased on the list. That's it. So I don't know. Like, you can't even try to see anything other than what's still on the list. They don't give an option for it. Yeah. See, the weird thing is back when I used to smoke and I got sick, I never sounded this bad. I don't know what the fuck this is. It's weird. But oh well. So yeah, that's kind of what I found, and it just really stood out to me, because like, she could. I mean, the Cash App, the name on the Cash App is the same as the name on PayPal, and the same name on Facebook. So it's a real person. The only thing that doesn't seem to fit in with that puzzle so much is the Twitter account, but yet the Twitter account was also linked to the PayPal and the Cash App, but not to the Facebook account. So I don't know. In fact, I can't, out of all the emails that are linked to this person, none of them link back to the Twitter account. So I have no idea what email was used for the Twitter account, if one was used. So I don't know. I mean, that's why I think that the Twitter account is not the Facebook account person. I think it's someone using their name for these cash platforms and for Twitter. That's what it looks like. I just cannot for the life of me. I mean, why do you think? Okay, let's say Katie did not do her due diligence here. Why would that be after the thorough job she did with the McRaes, with the Jacksons, with Von's family? Why would she go so hard and dig so deep with that, with Von's family, but not even push at the surface to this strange Twitter account? That just, I don't know. This seems oddly out of character, I think. Right? So I don't know. I the thing is I don't want to look too. I don't want to go too far into this with this name, because this name, I do believe there's more than one person with this name in the state that they're stated to be from, or associated with the state. Maybe not all from the state or all in the state at the same time, but just associated with the state. And not every. There's a couple of names that come with tragedy, and it does not appear as if the person I've come across or I've reached out to is one of those names, thankfully. I hope that remains to be the case, but I don't know. So I don't want to go too deep or hard, because I don't want to bother someone who doesn't need to be bothered over petty bullshit, because it looks like they did have some tragedy in their life. So that's why. So if anyone does look into this and you come across like you'll know it when you see it. It's tragedy. Just leave that entity with that name alone, because I don't think that they have anything to do with anyone else here. So that's why I wanted to find a Facebook profile, because I wanted to go through Facebook. I wanted that to be the intermediary, and I lucked out. So. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, surely though, if I'm onto something, if I did Katie's job for her, if I did the reporter's job for the reporter, surely she would want to act on this information, I would think. So I guess we'll see if she does or not. Oh, but the tragedy, though, I found was not any of the stories that the Twitter was talking about. The stories didn't line up. I just want to throw that out there. Yeah, that's the thing. The Twitter account has nothing but nice things to say about Katie. I mean, like, what am I on? Am I on incognito? No, I'm not. I gotta go over there. There we go. Okay. So let me just go right straight to their Twitter account. Oh, I just noticed that. The city on the Twitter account is not the city or the state on the PayPal or the Facebook. The state is California on the Twitter, but on the PayPal, the state is Tennessee. So, that's interesting. I didn't even notice that before. Anyway, so scrolling through. January 17th, actually, it looks like the last time they were active on here, they responded to one of the anti-Katie's posts. I didn't understand their response, so they just typed will. That's it. I don't get it. Anyway, moving on. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. Like so the followers is following. Like they follow some of like our accounts and stuff, but like mostly they follow accounts that Katie I think would follow. Like if I go, there's only wait, how many are they following? It's not many. It's only 128 following. Okay, you know I'm gonna go ahead and share this. Fuck it, I don't care. Um. So people followed by okay. So like some of these accounts, you know, are accounts in from our community or whatever. Okay, I don't even pay attention to those because I mean we all follow just certain accounts, whatever it happens. But as you scroll down though, see Brian Eaton, News Nation, Lisa Chapman, John Walsh, oh Sean, Katie Joy, Emily Arfel, Jill, TLC. I don't know who Dr. Samantha is, whatever. Ashley Graham, why does that sound familiar? Ricky Jordan, yeah, I like him too. I do. I don't know who that is. Points Party. Amber Portwood, Taylor Swift. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, Zach Creations. Governor of Maryland. Okay. Vanderpump Rules. Oh, Cash App. Layla. Why does that name sound familiar? I think it sounds familiar. Voices for Justice podcast. And now these are like the accounts that this account would have first followed because they're all the way down towards the end of the list. I believe that they're listed in order, or at least they are on my account anyway. So if you get all the way down here to the bottom, this is the first accounts that they would have chose to follow. So we have Lisa Rinna, Real Housewives, Lindsay Chrisley, Reality Steve. I don't know. So I'm sure some of these other names, I just don't know who all of them are. So, yeah, it's just, you know, I don't know. The Grace Report. You know, these are Katie Joy, Grace Dreffin. Why does that sound familiar? Zaddy Noodle. Oh, Deaf Noodles. Kat Dunn. Bachelorette. Caught by Dare Cam. What? That sounds funny. Leah Remini. You know, these are, all, like I said, all accounts that I'm pretty sure Katie would follow. But yeah, so that's who this account is following. I mean, the followers, they only have like 4 followers. And I think Katie's one of them. I don't know. Let's see. Followers? Oh, no, they have 12 now, I think. They started off with 4. I don't know. They're following. But I mean, whoever this account chooses to follow, that doesn't mean shit. I don't pay attention to that. But yeah, I don't know. Is it just me? Because here's the thing. When I came across these screenshots that started me on this whole, like, I don't know, rabbit hole or whatever, they were posted right at the time that this went down in December 2020. And right with the post, with the person and the people in the comment section all saying, dude, that's a bullshit account. Like, what is she doing? Like, doesn't she look into any of these accounts? Like, that's a total sock account, you know? But Katie, the one who pulls up all of these criminal records and shit on people whose it's been confirmed their fucking relative is in a coma. She digs deep on them to prove them to be fucking fraudulent or whatever. She tries to anyways. But the stranger account, she didn't even question. Wonder why that is. So yeah, I don't know. That's what I got. Oh, there's something else I came across. So I'm kind of curious about. This hack person hasn't been around either. She really? Huh. That would be at first because that account's been around like since I've been around. Like they've been pretty well known at Facebook even too. So, I wonder. Teresa, hey, I'm talking about like, see this account that I've been talking about. Katie donated to by buying things off of their Amazon wish list in December 2020. Well, this account was only 4 months old at the time. Had an Amazon wish list like since like just before she made that offer. Oh, they ended up on Twitter because Katie brought them over. They're all about Katie before then and since then, up until January of this year when they just suddenly went silent. And their Cash App, their PayPal has a name to it and a profile picture. And from this name and profile picture, I ultimately ended up finding the Facebook account with the same name, same location, and same person in the profile picture. But I don't think the two accounts are related, the Twitter and the Facebook, because they're written by two totally different people, first of all. Two totally different lives from the sounds of it. Two totally different families from the sounds of it. Two totally different places in life from the sounds of it. So I'm just wondering why I was able to find this out like so quickly and easily. And Katie did all this deep dive digging into Von McRae's family, but didn't even question this account that she bought all these things for off of an Amazon wish list. This account even showed pictures of things that they claimed that Katie bought. And it's a pretty substantial list of the items, although they don't actually show the items as being shown as purchased in the list. They just show them on the list waiting to be purchased, and they say that Katie bought them. So I don't know, but I mean, I'm surely this has to be a case though where Katie was just, had the wool over her eyes. So she was just a big dumbass idiot over this, right? Who didn't bother to do any kind of investigative journalist work into this, right? Because otherwise, that could imply, allegedly, in my opinion, that she might have been a part of something. Like, let me get all the accolades of doing this great deed, of buying these things on the list, if I can control who's listed as and whether or not the list is actually in existence. Like if it's a real list, if it's a real person wanting the list, So surely that can't be the case. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. I'm sure that Katie was just a naive idiot more than anything, right? So, allegedly, in my opinion. That's what I'm talking about. Jujubee, it seems as though that was the case. It seems that KJ was the only person, because I tried to see if anyone else donated to this. Now, the only thing I found was one tweet by an account. I have no idea who it was, but the account said to this Twitter person, said, I think it was, what was it? Look in your DMs or something. Look in something. Merry Christmas. So they gave the implication that they did something for them for Christmas, but it does not explicitly state if it had anything to do with the Amazon wish list, or if it had anything to do with PayPal or Cash App or just something else. I don't know. Actually, I'll pull that up though, just to double check that in just a second. The leading up to this though, because remember the list of rules I read off, how it had to be things or items that would be delivered in time for Christmas, kids items only, and it had to have your actual address registered as the delivery address. Well, apparently this person's regular address allegedly wasn't registered as the delivery address, but Katie was so kind enough to help walk this person through it. Katie was, no one else. I mean, Katie did it. So, I don't know. I don't know. It could be Maya. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what to make of anything right at this point. I really don't. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that more. Thank you. Thank you, Autistic Shell. But you remind me of something though. Thank you. Now, I was looking through some of these Facebook pages, these nonsense ones or whatever, and unmasked or some shit. I don't know. But and now this could be nothing. Yeah, I'll be honest. It could be nothing. I don't. It just. I have questions. So it maybe someone here can just help me with that. I don't know. Um. So. Thank you. Jeez, it'll take longer next time. All right. So we have. Which one came first? I think this one came first. So no, I don't want to share both. Just one. Come on, fucker. All right. So this was. I don't even remember when I took what the date was that this was posted, but I took the screenshot from either Nonsense on the Web or it was. Here, give me a second. Oh yeah, that one too. It was either Nonsense on the Web or Nonsense on the Web. Okay, two different posts though. From like I think I want to say like weeks apart. Anyways, anyways. So there's this first one I came across. Now I'm sure we've all seen the screenshot before, and it's not about what it says, but it's saying, "Hey Tony, and other admins you will share this with." So that tells me that whatever this is, it was sent to Tony, right, or posted for Tony or something. Whoever wrote this was a Tony. Okay, now I noticed the design here, and I haven't seen this without this design. I don't think. But either way, this was posted to Nonsense on the Web with this design. But it doesn't look like a watermark or anything because there's no name or anything on it. I don't know. It stood out to me, and I'll be honest. This could be nothing. It could just be something I don't know at this time. And someone will tell me I'm wrong. I thank you. I welcome it. Because I could be. And then there's this one. This one is the same design, only here it says Nonsense on the Web. So this tells me that this is a watermark, right? My name is Mary. Well, this is the confession or whatever from one of the moderators or admin, Mary. And this was originally posted on Nonsense on the Web. But the other screenshot I was just showing, the one from or the one to Tony, that was not watermarked. It just has the same design though. So this is when they said I certainly did request the 500 not long ago when I first requested it be refunded. So I'm just wondering, how are all these ending up on the same exact page, but with the watermark, but no else? Like and this kind of got me thinking. And I looked at Nonsense on the Web a little bit more. And I didn't realize that the page had been around since like June 10th. Okay, so my earlier theories of it being Katie were probably not very accurate. Because really, why would she have started this page on June 10th? She wouldn't have a reason to. Okay. But maybe someone did. Someone who could very well be in contact with Katie throughout much of this. Someone who has had to lawyer up this whole time. Someone who has a real serious bone to pick with these groups' moderators and is coming for them nonstop. And just about every post going back weeks and weeks and weeks. So I gotta say, I think I owe Katie an apology here. I don't think I was correct when I said I thought maybe she had something to do with this page, or her moderator did. Maybe her moderator still does. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if it's someone else entirely, though, now. But someone Katie's kind of been going to bat for some time, it seems. Now, again, these are all just theories, based on nothing more than gut or conjecture or substantial or whatever, circumstantial evidence, even if that, okay, fine. But, I mean, even the best of theories got to start somewhere, right? So that's where I'm landing on this right now. That's where I'm sticking it. That's where I'm sticking it. All right. Again, I could be completely wrong with this shit. I know this is just my own digging, so it's entirely possible I could be looking at some shit with some tunnel vision because I'm just looking alone. I don't have anyone here to question or challenge anything, for me. Well, that's kind of what I'm doing here, though, I think, though, too. So, I welcome any and all questions and challenge. I mean, thoughts, whatever. I mean, even if we don't get to it now, that's what the comment section's there for, or my DMs, whatever. But I mean, I get a lot of questions. Mostly, like, I'm kind of shocked that Katie really didn't have that many questions way back then. But I don't know. Maybe who had this channel since 2010? I mean, like, I have a Twitter, I have a YouTube channel too. My main, or not my main, this is kind of my main one now, but my original one that was just under my name, I still have it. I don't even know what year fucking that one started. Like 2007, I think. I mean, pretty much, I think if you're at a certain age, you're going to have a Twitter or you're going to have a YouTube channel that's whatever YouTube account you've used where you've subscribed to channels and shit over the years, that's your YouTube channel. So if you've been subscribing to shit on YouTube for 20 years almost, well, then you have a 20-year-old channel. So I do need a hot toddy. I do. I could make one too. Oh yeah, I think she took down the trifecta fur some time ago. Do you know what happened to Jessie Bear? I'm under the impression that she's still around. I think though, since she was more or less a figure on her YouTube lives, that we don't see her as much unless Katie starts going live on YouTube. I think for now it's Scarlett's like the main mod on the other platforms. So, I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. I haven't seen her though, but I'm not under any impression that she's not around anymore. Yeah, the day it was, because like if I go to my other one, I don't even know I know I changed the name back when I was pissing off anti-vaxxers. Yeah, remember what it was? I think it's Aaron something. Apparently there's a lot of people with that name. Okay. Not even real name. We're doing channels. What the fuck happened to my channel? What the fuck? I think I'm subscribed to myself though. Thought I was. Oh yeah, there I am. Okay. So like if I go to the about section on that, okay, I joined on this one, I joined September 26, 2012. And I have 44 subscribers, so I don't know why or how. I do have a couple of videos up, but they're stupid. One is of our local zoo. Oh, that reminds me, I got a ring cam picture I gotta upload. It's fucking freaky. It's cool though. But yeah, that's it. I think. Yeah, that's it. That was 6 years ago. Holy shit, it's got 94 views. Funny. But yeah, so like I just made that so I could watch YouTube. I didn't know I was making a channel, but evidently I did. So that's from September 26th. One of my accounts though is like from September, or not September, from like 2008 or 9 or some shit. Maybe. I don't know. So, but yeah, the created date should show. I think there's a way you can hide that. Because I see some channels where it's hidden. You can't see it. So I'm assuming that there's a way you can hide it. I don't know why people would want to hide it, but I guess if you're up to no good, you might want to hide it. I don't know. You see her wedding post? No, I didn't. I haven't looked at any of her shit. I'm gonna do that though when I sign up. I don't know. I'm going to go down though for a little while because I do have to be to work in 9 hours. It's my first day of work this week, so I'm gonna get some sleep before I go on. But yeah, that's basically what I was spending. I mean, I wasn't spending a whole lot of time on that this week because I really was feeling like shit and just sleeping for the good majority of it. But when I did have a little bit of energy, but not enough to actually sit at the computer, I would scroll on the iPad, and this is the shit I was looking at. So that's what I came up with. Yeah, I think it's a good tinfoil session. Yeah. It's one that could possibly lead somewhere. Maybe not. I don't know. But thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to my shitty voice. Hopefully tomorrow or Sunday when I'm back, it'll be better. I don't know. Or maybe I'll finally have like that sexy singing voice like Phoebe had from Friends, but I doubt it. But thanks for being here, guys. Have a good night. I hope you guys are all feeling well. Bye.